All right, welcome to our stretch. We're gonna do this standing, everyone. So let's go ahead and just move the feet around, the legs around for a moment. Give yourself a little twist side to side. Make sure you release your knees when you do this. Just kind of warming up the body. Okay, we're gonna start with a calf stretch. So for the calf stretch, push the heel back and we're gonna get the main muscle back there. So big stretch here. And as we do the same side arm, we're going to take that arm across, relaxing through your shoulder. Making sure that the shoulder stays down, that way you get around the shoulder joint. Let's bend the back knee just a little bit, enough where it lifts your heel a smidge, and that's a soleus stretch. That's your deeper lying calf muscle. The same side arm is going to come up and we're going to stretch into our tricep. So our back of our arms. Keeping the hips pushing forward just a little bit helps us stretch into the hip flexors, the front of your hip. If you're tight through your tricep, you can also push here. Give yourself a nice little stretch and then side bend away. So you're leaning away from the hip to accentuate the stretch to the side of your body and into your hip joint. Make sure you keep breathing through this. We tend to hold our breath when the stretches become a little bit more intense. And let's bring ourselves back up. We'll do the other side. Pushing the heel back. Stretching into your gastrocnemius, your big muscle there, or your calf. Let's take the arm across. Relax your shoulder. Staying open through the collarbone. Just really feel the heel pressing down behind you. Inhale and exhale to relax. From here, just slightly bend your back knee, soleus stretch. The same arm comes up and over, stretching into your tricep. If you're tight, you can hold to the front instead. And then when ready, let's lean away from the hips. Don't force any stretch. You just want to feel the muscle lengthening, the joint opening, just allowing that circulation to flow. And we go back into the center. Let's go ahead and face front. Your toes pointed forward, just feet are just outside of your hips. A little knee bend if needed. Send your hips back. So we're stretching the back of our legs, our hamstrings. You can place your hand on our thigh or our shin, or if you're feeling good, you can even come all the way down. So relax your shoulders, relax your head. Just really feeling that length through the back of your legs. Let's turn our toes out a little bit. Hand comes to your thigh. We lift up, bring the shoulder over, releasing our shoulder and our lower back. And then over to the other side. And then let's roll ourselves up. So we're going to face side again. Now this is called a pyramid hamstring stretch. The back foot isn't a full big step back. It's maybe about 2 feet back. Send your hips back behind you. You can bend this knee if needed. Of course, if you're tight, you can place your hand on your thigh here and maybe this is it for you. You can even come down to your shin, or if you're ready, coming all the way down to the floor. Let your head hang again. And if you have something close to you, like a chair, a couch cushion, or something like that, or your couch, you could always hold on to something as well. But otherwise, just feel that stretch. So you're sending your hips back, and you should feel the back of your legs stretching. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. And then we'll swivel on over to the other side. Again, pushing the back heel closer to the floor. Doesn't have to touch, by the way. And just allowing the front of your body to just cascade forward, stretching through the front leg. If you need to, just bend your knee. We have differences between each leg. Maybe you're tight through your hips or your lower back, so that's going to be a limiting factor as well. So make sure you listen to your body. And let's go ahead and rotate ourselves to face forward and roll all the way up to the top. From here, we're going to stretch into our quad. So feet hip width apart, and let's go ahead and take a hold of your ankle. So keep the knee in, push your hip forward. If you need to hold on to something, please do. You can also hook your foot onto a chair or something like that, so that you're not holding onto it. And I'm like really close to a wall, so I could even place my foot against the wall and just use that as a tool as well. So find what works for you. If you are tight in your knees, if you have knee issues, a lot of times we're really tight in our quad, so do make sure that you stretch the front of your thigh. I think my cat was trying to help me. All right, let's do the other side. So we're just gonna flip the ankle into the hand, knee stays in, push your hip forward. Again, find the best way to get that stretch, and it is definitely a balance challenge if you're not holding on to anything. And balancing is important too. All right, let's go ahead and release that down and take your arm way up and over, stretching to the side of your body. Push your hip to the side. And up and over to the other side. Big reach. Inhale and exhale. Just make sure you breathe through every exercise. And let's go ahead and go back to the center. Roll the shoulders out. Just roll the hips around here, loosening up through your joints. Give yourself another little rotation. All right, you are done for the day. Thanks for joining me.